Alright guys, what's up YouTube? I'm gonna hop straight into it because I know how valuable people's times are. We're gonna be going over today in today's video how to build in powerlifting, more specifically how to build a better bench. As some of you may know, I've been around the block a couple times in powerlifting, specifically with benching. That's just what I'm more familiar with. Can I squat? Can I deadlift? Yes, I have those records too. Not to flex or anything. But we ran through the state records here in Florida, ran them all up, bench press specifically. We copped the national records for bench press. So if that's not enough for you guys, I mean, I guess just go find someone else to teach you how to bench press. But without further ado, I'm gonna be giving you guys some of my tips and tricks that I do to build a bigger bench. This is not all of them. I can't give away all my secrets. If you guys want a part 2, let me know. Let's get into it. All right, so to build a better bench, personally for me, I like to start out with warming up my lats. Get some really good engagement. I can feel the full contraction on the bench on the way down and explode up more. Your upper half of your bench is going to be your triceps, but your lower half is obviously going to be your chest, but it's also your rear delts and your lats engaged. So for me personally, I start out with the lat pull down to get them warmed up and fired up before I even think of touching the bench press. Alright, so personally for me, just like that shown right there, I like to run 2 sets of 16 reps on the lat pull down just to really get my lats engaged. I really feel the contraction on the way down. I'm not exhausting my back, that's why it's only 2 sets, but I'm getting blood into the muscle and it's flowing in there. So when I do switch over to the bench press over to my right, then I will get the full contraction on the way down and it'll explode up more. Alright, so when I do finally get under the bench, I like to get everything settled up straight. I like to plant my feet here. Everyone has their own ritual. I just come back like this, way back. Get your hand placement done in. Let's come up like this. So my eyes, my forehead is more in line with the bar. And then I drive my feet in like this. So it's like I'm pushing my weight instead of up. You keep pushing up and they arch their back. Instead you want to push back into the bench. It'll give you more drive. You'll stay in a more compound state. If you're powerlifting meet, if you're doing a meet, and then you're going to lift the bar up. Say you're in powerlifting. Bring the bar down as they start. Wait a second. Press. Float up. React. So just from that right there, I feel a lot more great with that rep just because my lats are more engaged from what I warmed up right there in my whole set. So it's going to be the same thing, no wraps, nothing sped up, it's just 2 plates now. My lats are still engaged. Jump underneath, full setup. So for me personally, it's usually about the 275 mark where I like to actually start using my equipment, my wrist straps, everything. Everything else is straight raw, but yeah, usually about the 275 mark. It's different for everybody. I like to throw my wrist straps on. And this is where you really want to focus because this is where your heavy stuff is starting to come in. Depends on who you are, but for me, this is where I can start to consider things getting heavier, obviously. So I like to get the wrist straps ready, wrist straps engaged, lats are ready. I've gone through my form, I've gone through my motion, I have my setup, I'm mentally prepared. I know what I need to do to execute the lift. I know how it's going to feel. I know the percentage. I have everything scanned out. This is how you want to have your lift because this is what's going to maximize you to get to the next level. So I'm going to get everything set up, really engaged, focus, relax, just like that. Alright guys, so that's going to be it for this video, but there is a lot more physical and mental things you can do that I can go over in part 2. A lot of the physical things has to do with triceps, how to train your triceps, what part of the bench that's going to provide you with for strength, how to train your chest more optimally for a bigger bench. How to get all of this done, I can go over it in part 2, but that's going to be it for the video. Without further ado guys, I can't stress enough how important it is to get a ritual down, how important it is to get a program down. Understand your body, listen to your body if you're about to get injured, but most importantly, just have fun with it, man.